this Hall of Fame with all of these amazing world-class coaches and athletes. I don't know what to say. The humble little golfer, Carrie from Canyon Country, California, feels a little bit overwhelmed right now, so bear with me. And if anybody had looked at my scoring average in college, you would be wondering, what is this girl doing getting inducted into the Hall of Fame? So I really want to thank the Hall of Fame committee for their nearsightedness in only looking at my coaching career and not my college UCLA scoring average, because if that was the case, then I certainly wouldn't be here. So I appreciate you all for that. My start in coaching at UCLA was a very inauspicious start. In fact, on my way to my job interview here, I got in a car accident. And fortunately, I'd given myself 3 hours to travel the 23 miles from my house to campus. And if you live in LA, you understand. Take your time. And hitting a seafood truck on Wilshire Boulevard on my way to the job interview, I still had enough time to compose myself and actually get hired. So that was a positive. Another challenge in the beginning. Unlike our new head coach, Alicia Holmes, who just won the second tournament that she has been the head coach of in her career. She won that tournament. Congratulations. The second tournament that my team played in was disqualified. So that's a long story, and I'm not going to share that, but those who know. And yeah, it was a tough start. But it was fun and memorable, and things did get a lot better from there, which is really good. In 2004, so I was hired in 1999. By 2004, which was my 5th year at UCLA, we were the #1 team in the country, and we were winning. We won every single tournament we played in that spring, except for one, Arizona. And I still remember, and that's disappointing that I remember that, because you're supposed to remember the wins. But I remember not winning at Arizona. But we went on to win that year the Pac-10 championship, the NCAA regional championship, and the national championship. And one of my funniest moments in coaching came from that national championship. We had about 3 holes left to play, and maybe a 1-shot lead. And the girls who were there, some of them are here tonight, you'll remember this. I was so nervous. I was a wreck. I was young, I was scared, I didn't know what to do. I locked myself into a porta potty to do what I've been trying to do this evening, which is take deep breaths, relax, feel the moment, be calm, because I really wanted to present a calm demeanor for these girls in those final crucial moments. But mind you, the porta potty was in Auburn, Alabama, in the deep south, and it was 90 degrees and probably 80-90% humidity. It is the worst place to go and take deep cleansing breaths. So, big mistake, but I did it, and I still laugh about it today because I was so nervous. And I calmed myself down, and hopefully I was there for those girls. And the Bruins went on to get the job done, which was phenomenal. And it was a triumph for our program. And as a coach, you know, when you win that first one, this is UCLA, we're expected to win, right? You get hired, I mean, we win. This is what we do. And so when you're a new coach, you really feel that burden. And so to win that was really fantastic. And after winning that title, I was convinced that all my problems were solved. Everything was going to change. I was going to get the pick of the litter of every recruit. Stanford would never beat me. Al, in spite of your advice, when you told me you never got a recruit from Stanford except for one, I believed it. I was gonna get Stanford's recruit. I was gonna have the pick of the litter. The winning was gonna keep happening, and I was gonna be the Al Skates of women's golf. That was my vision. Okay, I learned really quickly that winning is a very brief moment of glory, and it's quickly forgotten. The work and the effort and the commitment to succeed doesn't change because of a big win. And on some level, it actually only gets harder because the expectations get raised. And I was certainly no Al Skates. So it took 7 years to repeat that national championship for that moment that we had to win again. But those were some fun and amazing years. We had multiple All-Americans in the program. We had girls that had played that are moving on into the LPGA Tour. And it was a really special time. And for me, as a coach and as a person, I really grew up during those years. I bought a house, was married, bought a house with my husband. I had 3 children in the span of 2 years. So do the math. It's a lot of babies, really quick, and a lot of diapers really quick. I still remember Val walking into my office, Miss Val, and saying, "You're pregnant again?" It was so funny. I was like, yes. It was a little traumatizing, but it was true. I had 3 children. And being a parent really changed my perspective on coaching for the better, I think. It left no time to be, fussing about the fact that we lost a tournament because so-and-so made a double bogey on the last hole, and why did she, hit that club? And what if we'd only made more putts? We could have won. You don't have no time to ruminate over those things as you do when you don't have children in your life. So that was a real positive. By 2011, when we won what was actually our 3rd NCAA title for women's golf and number 107 in the total big picture, I was a wife and I was a mother and I was a top coach in charge of a top-ranked program. But that's when I really, really came to appreciate the concept of raising a family and being successful in athletics takes a village. And everybody's heard that term, but it truly does. And I had an amazing village at home, and I had an amazing village here at UCLA. Families give up a lot to support the coaches in their life, and I know this now because my husband's coaching soccer. We're giving up a lot. But you have to give up a lot to support the coach in your life. And I want to acknowledge my husband James and thank my husband James and my children, Luke, Tyler, and Jocelyn. They were always fans of UCLA women's golf, no matter how much it took me out of their lives and took me away and traveling. They remain fans. And I would not be here tonight if your support for my career had ever wavered. So I thank you, and I love you guys. Appreciate you. There's a lot of papers because when you get older, you have to make the font bigger. So it's not that long of a speech. Just don't worry about that. I want to thank my other family members who are here tonight. My brothers Warren and Mike, my sister Candace, my sister-in-laws Renee and Barbara, and my niece Erica and her hubby Jake. These are my family that's here. I am actually the youngest of 14, so this is just a little sliver of my family. But everyone that's here tonight really stepped up for our family when we needed help in taking care of the dogs, the kids, trying to keep my husband sane when I was always on the road and traveling. You guys were always there for your support and supported us, and I'm just very grateful for you for that time. I want to thank my incredible UCLA family, the other part of the village, from our entire staff, our amazing coaches, the administrators, sports medicine, strength and conditioning, and to everybody in this department, and especially to my assistant coaches over the years, my volunteer assistant, Steve Holmes, and my former assistants who are here tonight, Amanda Carmichael, who was part of that 2004 title, and Alicia Holmes, who is now our new head coach, who was with me for 17 years as an assistant. Our village at UCLA is strong, and it's going to keep going, and I'm super happy and proud to be a part of that, and I thank you all. Boosters are a part of the village too, and I want to thank those of you who came here tonight. Your emotional and financial support of our program and what we do is invaluable to our players and to the coaches and the staff, and I'm deeply grateful for you all who came out. And lastly, and most importantly, it's the players themselves that actually deserve all the credit for the success and for me being up here. As a coach, nothing has ever been more inspiring to me than seeing a young person, a person who is at the, so young, who is passionate, driven, they have intrinsic motivation, they have a competitive spirit. The player who's willing to sacrifice so much of their time and their self to pursue greatness in a sport. That's inspiring to me, and I am so fortunate. The only reason that I am being considered a successful coach is because I recruited winners. And you all made me look good, so thank you. I want to thank our team members that came out tonight to be here. I want you to know how much I love you and I admire you, and I truly share this achievement with you because you're the reason I'm up here. So thank you. I was really nervous about speaking here tonight, not because I have a fear of public speaking, because I actually don't, but I have a really bad habit of getting emotional when I start to talk about the things that matter to me most. And so I told my husband I don't want to give a speech. And my husband, being the man that he is, he gave me a little pep talk. And he's like, honey, this is your moment, you can do it. And then I thought about what he's saying, and I thought, yes, you know, this is a moment, and it's a great moment for me, but my proudest moments and my best moments, see, here I go. My proudest moments happen on the golf course, and I'm forever grateful for the career that I've had, and the friends that I've made, and the people that are in my life, and I'm grateful to be a Bruin, so thank you.